already started it a few seconds
Intro. Merry Christmas, gentlemen.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah,
Chanukah.
Festimus. Is that how the white people say?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Happy holidays.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us again. Fatthew,
Loso
And Young Trenton.
our resident nerd and producer. And this is Dudes Talking
Stuff.
onto a wide world of sports.
We have Seattle. The city of Seattle was awarded the 32nd hockey franchise. Anybody got a name for them?
Well, I wanted to do. There has to be
What?
something they're good at. It's a name for Seattle was awarded a hockey franchise.
It rains a lot, but that's the soccer team.
All right, so something they're known for: dead musicians. The Seattle Dead
High
Musicians.
suicide rate.
Yeah.
Okay. Or, the Disney version, the Seattle Guitar Heroes.
Lonely drunks in small towns everywhere get excited for the start of the PDC World Dart Championship, starting on December 13th, with the finals ending on New Year's Day.
Dude, there was a guy that was like in one of those championships. He was like complaining about his competitor was farting and trying to throw him off his game. Is that what it was?
But
Fartgate?
no one would admit to who farted, but it was going off the game. But no one said it could have been the judge.
Really?
Fartgate.
An inside job.
Fartgate.
Probably has some money on it. In NFL news, Mark Sanchez has made a return. Starting quarterback. Well, he was for, I believe, a half. Lost the job again to Josh Johnson, but this guy, he keeps coming back. I don't know how he does it.
But Mr. Butt Fumble had a butt fumble recovery. And just know that there is a God to make that happen. And then, unfortunately, Alex Smith had to sacrifice himself for it to happen. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Urban Meyer is retiring because stress doesn't make his brain feel good.
Yeah, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the open NFL positions either.
Nothing.
We are going to move along to our NFL segment. We've got Snooze or Booze, Christmas Eve edition here, boys.
Or booze. Snooze.
Snooze or Booze, Raiders and Broncos. Raiders have been bad all season. They've been in the news for being bad and making bad trades. Draft picks, trading their best players for draft
Poor
picks.
team management.
Yeah, but they'll be fine. They're making a move. And then Denver Broncos. They were in the hunt. Looks like they're about to be out. But who you got, Fatthew? Raiders, Broncos, Snooze or Booze?
Ass game. I should snooze it, but one is Christmas Eve, so I think booze naturally is going to come along. And as a Panther fan, I still hate the Broncos for that Super Bowl loss. So out of pure hate, I'll be drunk. So I'm boozing.
You're boozing and you're rooting for a Raiders W.
Huge dub.
Their mascot's
Very
freaky.
Well,
I don't like
Christmas
it.
is the season of miracles, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna snooze it. Yeah, I'm not interested.
What's even Christmas Eve?
I'll
There's
probably be
football
knee deep in.
on Christmas Eve.
That's good. Probably be drunk.
Win an argument.
I'll pass out. I'm snoozing.
All right.
We got old Yellar. He's back.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't know how many times he can come back, but he's back again.
Well, we keep having new old Yellar.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So we're starting to build up a pile back here, but we've got a couple new teams. We've got our AFC old Yellar. Who we got, Fatthew?
We went the Broncos.
Oh,
Which, because again, we hate them, but they're in a
You're
tough
right.
division. Chargers and Chiefs. Offense just
it's looking tough right
looks
now.
like a Bronco offense.
Yeah.
But it looks bad. And they were in the hunt. They had a glimmer of hope. They at least recently lost to the Browns. And they said that when they made that last field goal that the Browns had a 4% chance of winning, and they let them come back. That's an old Yellar. He's not performing like he used to.
And that's probably about where their playoff odds are right now. So we're going to bring this Bronco back here. Come here, Pony. We're gonna walk you back to the
Nay.
It's a sad nay.
Yeah. And,
Don't look me in the eye.
We ready, boys? Denver Broncos. Rest in peace. Our NFC, old Yellar, and this is
Burning hell, Broncos.
This hurts to say. We've got the
Stings.
Carolina Panthers.
Say it ain't so.
I don't know. It was so good. It's just a week ago. Well, really a few weeks ago, but
Like,
they've
2
lost
months ago.
6 straight.
Oof.
5 straight, I think. But anyways, it's been tough. Now we have 3 games left, right?
Cams was hurt. We didn't know about it.
6 and 7. We have 2 games against the Saints, 1 against the Falcons. All very losable games for us. So
Real losable.
unfortunately, we're gonna have to bring our Panthers to back to the shed.
As a Panther fan, kind of want Cam to just get the opportunity to heal up, go ahead and get that surgery anyway, and tank. So I kind of
Let's get a top 10.
feeling remorse for our Panther and feel like he needs to go behind shit.
It takes some time.
Yeah,
Get it
we
cleared
don't need
up,
to let
you
him
know?
suffer. We don't need to let our friends
Yeah.
suffer.
He's my team, Pa. I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We're gonna take him back here and. All right, here we go. You ready, boys?
Yeah. That was sad.
We've got a new segment. This is Skip Bayless names.
It's a fire segment.
Yep, we've got some nicknames for some players that I believe Skip would approve here. So, Fatthew, who we got? Who's your?
All right, so you know Skip Bayless likes to pretty much rhyme names and then make them mean things. So I picked a few people. Our first guy's Kareem Hunt. We all know that he recently got released from the Chiefs. Video footage of him in a hotel, kind of got in a little scuffle and kicked a young lady.
Didn't look good.
Didn't look good at all, but
Usually doesn't.
it usually never does.
Yeah.
So he got released, but it paved the way for the best name I have, which is Kareem Punt.
Ouch.
It's fitting.
I think Skip Bayless would definitely approve. Maybe never say it on air.
You might get in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
But I still think Skip Bayless
When-
stamp.
when Home Alone with the wife, maybe. All right, so we got one Skip Bayless name, and I believe you got a couple more today.
This one Skip Bayless won't like because it's about his Cowboys.
Love some Cowboys.
I do think their quarterback Dak is just he's a good serviceable quarterback. He's very turnover prone. Very good though in the creating after the play. But he's really, really famous and he really hasn't done much. And I think he's going to get paid for being really famous and not really doing much. So he's really just kind of a figurehead of the team.
Isn't that the dream?
So his name is Dak Mascot.
Dak mascot?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just somebody to prance out there and make it look like he's doing something.
Yeah, I actually like that one, and I think it's pretty accurate. I think he's got Amari Cooper trade really saving him.
I didn't believe in that Amari
he's getting
Cooper
a check.
trade, but that was a really good move. He's had like 5 touchdowns in 5 games.
It's been pretty awesome. Okay, you've got. I think you got one more. Is this another quarterback?
Oh yeah, naturally. If you haven't heard recently, Phillip Rivers was on video, I guess on wax, discussing that his preferred method of birth control is the natural method, where you just learn your woman's natural, I guess, ovulation cycle, and then that will allow you to be able to time when you can and can't have sex, and when you can successfully have or not have a baby.
Huh.
But essentially, he's just not doing anything and hoping it works out. But Phillip Rivers on his 9th baby.
As to say, he's got quite
It's a
a
lot.
few
So I
kids.
don't think it's
Beautiful
working.
babies.
So my name is Phil Rivers.
That's good.
Fill up Rivers.
Yeah.
You
Raw
slide
dog Rivers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so these are all Skip Bayless approved. I would
I
think
think
so.
Very
so,
much stamped.
Yeah.
So
Good
we
job.
move on to the NBA. We want to discuss that the Grizzlies botched a trade with the Suns because they thought that they were discussing trading Marshawn Brooks, but the Suns were talking about Dylan Brooks, which leads me to the question: do they drug test GM and presidents of teams?
I don't think they
I
do.
don't think they do
I
either.
I really don't think they do. It's kind of weird the way they brought it up in the news. Was the story was that the Suns and the Wizards were working directly on a trade, and then the Grizzlies and Wizards were in the negotiations, so the Suns and Grizzlies never directly communicated. So it was definitely a he said, she said, where the Suns were like, we're supposed to get Dillon. What's going on here? And the Grizzlies are like, no, we're trading Marshawn.
Our young guy.
Like, yeah, well, no. Marshawn Brooks, not Dillon. They backed out. They refused to do the deal. The Suns and Wizards ended up making a deal anyways, but I've never seen anything like this.
It's embarrassing. Besides that time, who was the team that didn't fax the paper in time for that trade in the NFL?
Cleveland, of course.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Okay.
That was didn't fax in time. That would be the second one.
I would put this one above it.
I'd put that on an intern though. That one you could be like, well, I told someone else,
and they didn't do it.
Yeah,
Fine.
this one, this
connection.
Yeah, I had a couple whiskeys and I made a trade.
So it's still Christmas time out there. So we figured some NBA teams had a wish list. So we picked a few and kind of what they want for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I got the Spurs. And I think Spurs wish that the 3-point line would just go away. Popovich said recently that it hurts the game. And you think about it, all their key players are like lethal from the block mid-range. DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Gasol, if you still consider that. But, I mean, he's still going to get that layup in that mid-range. So just eliminate the 3-point line. And, I mean, you think the record's been good the last 10 years? We'll take out that 3-point line.
Repeat after repeat.
Just unstoppable.
They do work for their shot, though. As we found out, they take the least amount of threes, but they do have the highest 3-point percentage. I don't know that will last. I don't think it will.
No, that's crazy sad.
Yeah, but kind of crazy.
Still shows there's effort being made. They ain't just throwing them up.
I also think the Spurs could wish for new jerseys. Just
a new color. Just give me a dab of something. Just give me a little dab of red.
Yeah.
What color are
little
they?
holidays.
They're black and white and gray, but they've been those. And so, like, your jersey combinations are, hey, you want gray, black, or white?
Yeah.
Gray, black, or white.
Yeah. White, black,
Just
and
throw
gray.
a little something in there.
Just a little touch. But they had those old ones that had the retro in, like, the early, like, the 90s. They had a little purpley pink and green.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Every team was kind of trying to get into that for a minute.
Cartoon
90s colors.
Raptors, I think.
Just do it like
dude.
surprise everybody with a whole pink jersey.
That would really surprise them.
Dude, yeah,
like to see
from
it.
boring to just boom.
Yeah.
Pop might
Jersey
die.
with Spurs.
Pop might walk out there and just quit.
That could
You
work.
might just be like, I'm done.
That could work as like a distraction, man. The other team would be like,
All
"What's
right,
going on?"
Oh yeah, match with the floor. Like,
Would-
make the floor that same color.
I got a team here for the wish list. I've got the LA Lakers, and I've got them. They are most wishing to make a trade for maybe not even a good player, a decent player for a lump of coal.
Any old favor LeBron has out there.
Do you want to be in Space Jam 2? Like, we'll make it happen.
Hey, Pat Riley, remember when I won those rings?
Yeah.
Let me get. Who do they even have?
Josh Johnson. What's Josh? That Josh guy.
Yeah, Josh. Let me just Josh, and then see who they trade you. Just kind of do it like the Grizzlies did, and just kind of just ask for a name and see what comes back.
Can't hurt. I mean, we've got this coal here for you.
I'm throwing Jeremy Lin out there again. Somebody put him somewhere that matters, because he can come off the bench and just.
Where is he right now?
I think he's in New York, but Brooklyn.
It's the Brooklyn way. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
All right, we got some more wish lists. I got the Raptors here as well, and it's in regards to Kawhi Leonard. We're not sure if he's going to stay in Canada. They keep saying he wants to go to LA, so the Raptors are wishing for a buddy in immigration to figure out a way to revoke his American citizenship, so he has to play in Canada. Now, he can still come to the U.S. and play games as a citizen of Canada, but he cannot reside in the States.
I mean, that's a favor. But that's the best favor you could ever ask for as a Raptor fan.
And, I mean, they look great. Kawhi, don't leave. Stay. It's great out there. They have summer.
They're nice. They don't care if you sound funny when you laugh.
Yeah, they love the laugh.
They love the laugh. Did you see there's a video of him, like, telling jokes on the big screen?
I saw one joke. It was really bad.
Oh, man. So dry. Like, you couldn't even tell when the punchline happened. You know, it was just so dry.
Yeah, not his forte. Great player.
But Canadians will love you. They're nice people. It's a little cold, but I mean, your summers aren't just scorching hot.
And Drake can teach you how to, laugh and talk to people and stuff.
And look over your shoulder really dramatically.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, once you do that in the starter jacket career, you think you're about to be MJ. I have one more.
Okay.
The Warriors, I think they wish Santa for unlimited cap space. They'd be the best team ever with unlimited cap space. Just sign Durant again, Klay Thompson again, Boogie Cousins again. That team would have like stars sitting on the bench just trying to win rings.
I could see that 6-man. I don't know who's coming up, but I think just about anybody. I mean
just like
not
example,
a 1 or
like
2,
an older guy. Like I don't know his contract, but like LaMarcus Aldridge, if he got on the market, it's like I need a ring. I'm gonna go be a 6-man. Either I'm putting up 20 points a game. Marcus Gasol right now. Boom. Just come off the bench and.
They got the tech money, man. So
they just keep on winning, keep on winning, keep on winning.
As long as people keep buying Teslas, I guess. We are going on to Fat's Rap Tracks review from.
Yeah.
We're doing
rap stuff.
Burger scale.
Burger scale.
0 to 5 burgers. 5 being
the best.
That's awesome.
That's a primo Kobe beef.
All right, first up on Fat's Rap Review, we've got Meek Mill.
Millie.
Championships. Looks like this one hit number 1. Is that right, Fatthew?
It did. And they dropped it out of nowhere. I didn't hear anything about it as a 30-year-old white man. But it felt like it dropped out of nowhere, and it did. It ended up number 1 on the rap Billboard. I thought it was a really good album. It was Meek Mill through and through. I gave it 3 out of 5 burgers.
3's pretty good.
Because none of the songs really grabbed me, but I definitely would bump it. But I didn't add anything to my playlist.
I mean, the biggest takeaway from this album for me is that the Drake and Meek Mill beef is officially squashed. Drake was on a track. I did listen to a few tracks. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I've always enjoyed Meek Mill as a collaborator. Yeah, I enjoyed him in a group effort. I've always kind of liked those tracks, and he's got a lot of features on here.
Hit Jay-Z,
Drake,
Rick Ross,
Future. I did listen to that track.
Song. That was probably the second best one.
Future, Kodak Black, Fabulous was on it. That was pretty cool. So 3 burgers, not bad at all. Next up, you've got Gucci Mane, Evil Genius.
It's a great Gucci album. Gucci Mane. It sounds exactly like you thought the Gucci Mane album would sound. Love bumping Gucci Mane. I still gave it 3.5 out of 5. Because it only had maybe 2 songs I grabbed, and I'd already heard those.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were the ones with Kevin Gates, which is fire.
Worth an extra, probably the whole half.
Yeah, and then the one with Bruno Mars that's everywhere right now.
He's so hot, right?
It did. He also had Migos on it, and so it was a really good album. I definitely bump it, but just only I could have just got those singles from the radio, but it still was really good. So only 3.5 burgers out of 5.
3.5. Okay, so we're moving up.
Still good,
Okay, perfect. So next up we have, I believe this is JID.
Yeah, he changed his name again.
DiCaprio 2.
Yeah, and JID I think is a very underrated rapper. He just recently got signed by Dreamville. It's J. Cole's label. I think this is his first album actually out with J. Cole. His voice is kind of weird. It's kind of high pitched, but his cadence is amazing. And so it makes other rappers step up when they do get on the songs. And he actually has a feature from Ferg, J. Cole, of course. Method Man and Joey Badass are on one track with him called Hotbox. Really good. And the standouts are Off D's with J. Cole, and then there's one called Mounted Up in that Hotbox. I gave it 4 out of 5. Really good album. Very impressed.
I assume J. Cole probably had something to do with the production side of it.
Yeah, I think they actually had to change the picture because it was a picture of young DiCaprio. When I went back, it's not there anymore.
Oh, really?
So I wonder if Leo was like, "Hey, man,
come on." Yeah.
But at least in the song he sued him. He was just like, "Bro,
hey Jay,
but there's been
I love your music, but you gotta change this cover."
There's been other ones that have people's names or like Kanye put out one that was like Life of Pablo or whatever.
Yeah, but who's Pablo?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Tiny mustache.
DiCaprio.
It's very
exactly who DiCaprio
Yeah,
is.
you know exactly. When there's a picture of him there,
yeah, true.
it's not vague enough.
So
Yeah.
4 burgers. Not a bad album at all. So you got one left here. You've been moving up in the rankings, so something's telling me this is your favorite one.
This is Boozy Badass. Dropped an album called Boozy's Blues Cafe, which I think you're the one that told me about, Loso, and I 4.5 burgers out of 5.
Wow.
I really, when I was not expecting him to actually give me a hybrid blues album. Like when I hit play, I just thought it was going to wipe me down. That's what I was expecting. But it was a true, almost like blues album. He only had one feature, was just some guy talking, so it literally was like him on a stage in a cafe. And I mean, it was really, 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 really good. Love Your Family. When I heard it, it's like a blues song about your family. It's Thanksgiving meals essentially, and potato salad and gambling with your cousin. And I mean, I listened to that song probably 3 times in a row when I first heard it.
That song was good. This whole album had a pretty good vibe.
Awesome vibe.
Well, I should say the first 4 tracks that I listened to, but I'm gonna go back and finish.
But it did feel like the most complete album again, which is I always rate you high for feeling like a complete album. The other standout was Rap Star Heaven, which you can imagine how that song goes, which also really good. Yeah, when I saw the name at the end, I was like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Would you be mad if Boozy Badass just did Boozy Blues Cafe albums for the rest of his career?
No, I would not, but I would like to just 2 tracks on the album, give me some bars. Give me just one verse of Boozy, just not one, just give me some bars. Yeah.
Okay. But 4.5, I mean, that's a high rating.
That's
so.
almost perfect, Boozy.
Is that in a running for you? Would that be in the running for a top album of the year?
I don't know. I'd have to really play it out. I would put it in the running would be in a top 10, top 15. Easy.
Okay. Hey,
but as my top 5, I gotta do some math.
Well, hey, congratulations, Boozy.
Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover over here before I can give you my top 5. That was a verbal meme.
Verbal receipt. So Boozy Badass top album for the podcast this week at least.
Oh yeah. All right, we're about to move on to How High, everybody's favorite segment. But as always, How High has been brought to us by the Smoker's Cabinet. Haven't got anything for your tobacco-only friend or loved one? Come on down to the Smoker's Cabinet in either Fort Mill or Rock Hill. Tobacco-only Christmas gifts for anyone over the age of 18. The Smoker's Cabinet, again in Rock Hill or Fort Mill. Now moving on to How High. How High is where we, judge people's questionable decisions that were in the news and decide how messed up they were. First, we have families attending a Cape Coral, Florida Festival of Lights. It's a real beautiful scene.
Sounds nice.
Sounds pleasant.
Yeah, they're greeted while they're standing in line. And if you've ever been to one of those events, there's always a little bit of a line. You gotta wait 10, 20 minutes. They're greeted with a man holding a large sign and yelling that parents lie to their children about Santa being real. And the cops were unable to do anything about this man due to freedom of speech. Merc. How high is this man to be out at Christmas time yelling at children while in front of their parents that Santa's not real and crushing their hopes and dreams? I mean, it described tears in the news article.
0. He's not high at all. That guy's a dick. He needs to get high. That's his problem. A blunt in, he'll be out there singing Merry Christmas with everyone else. If that is a song. I don't know if that's a song.
I like that. I was going to go with Red Wine Randy drunk, where you're not even high. He's just
angry,
drunk and just angry and just maybe he never got that Game Boy he wanted for Christmas.
That's it.
He's a dick and he's angry and he wants to ruin little kids' days. This is just young Trenton.
No.
Trent, what have you been doing out there?
No.
Trent.
I never did see a photo of this man.
He makes, young Trent is known to make babies cry as a pastor.
Do you own a speakerphone?
I might.
He stumbled. Yeah. He stumbled. Our next story, we take you to Malibu, where a yoga instructor is in urgent care after going unconscious while because he had his penis stuck in his own throat. He did this because he is a Vajrayana, that was awful, Buddhist technique, which is like sexual stuff, which includes apparently sucking his own penis. He has 12 years of experience and is quoted as saying, "Had I had lubricant, none of this would have happened. And I got overconfident and to, quote, always have a friend nearby while performing these activities."
How dry was his own fucking mouth that he needed lubricant?
Pretty dry.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like, that's...
Well, really what you find is
Maybe
how long had he been doing this already? He'd already used all the moisture.
I think he'd smoked some weed, man. I think he was a little high, and he was like, I bet I can do this. Today's the day. And then
Yeah.
mouth was
Well,
dry,
he's been
cotton
doing
mouth.
it for 12 years, and he usually
12
has a friend
years.
that watches him.
No, it's like when you do the belt thing. You need a friend so you don't die or get your dick stuck in your throat.
I mean, I'm just saying. Sounds like the friend is. I don't know. It's a weird scene.
Easy.
I have grade A spiritual peyote for 12 years of sucking your own dick.
He had been doing it for 12 years?
Yeah.
It's
12
a
years of
journey. It's an
experience.
adventure.
Jesus.
It's a journey.
12 years of experience at this.
How old was he?
He teaches a class.
How old is he?
I didn't have that. I don't like follow-up questions.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Serious.
Or
Deep
the way you're
throat gone
defending
wrong.
this is this.
I'm not defending it.
Is
I'm
this
just
Young
saying.
Trenton?
No. Yeah, all these how highs are actually me. Yeah. These weren't in the news. This just happened around the neighborhood.
This was actually.
How old are you?
This was in
Young
just the
Trenton?
last pod. This was just
Old enough to party.
Day. This journal activity. I just stole these.
Average Thursday, man.
His mouth is pretty dry.
Yeah, right now. So we go into actually a local story released from around the area in Asheboro, North Carolina. There was a zoo that had some flooding, and a tree fell and it damaged the gate. So there was a loose hippo.
Uh-oh.
The zoo is now being sued after a woman claims that she was sexually assaulted by the hippo that escaped earlier that day. She said that it ran towards her, pushed her to the ground, got on top and started grunting. She was trying to dodge it, its erect penis, and the doctor, she actually said she managed to get it off her by ejaculating it by rubbing its penis with her feet. And the biologist there believed this saved her life because he probably would have killed her. She suffered broken ribs and a concussion. And how high it was that hippo to go fuck? Because this lady is, let me tell you, baby hippo. Like, he's 2,800 pounds. She's 800 pounds. Like,
So you think it just got confused?
so yeah,
Case of
they're
mistaken
saying,
identity?
they're saying.
Yeah.
So how high was this hippo?
A lot of rhino.
I was thinking a little bit some ecstasy, maybe. He got some bad rolls.
He's been captivated. Actually said actually had ecstasy with a little bit of like dick enhancement pills or something.
Yeah, and he's been in like a
It
cage for a
lasted
long
over 4
time.
hours.
It lasted too long.
Yeah.
And he's got a little jail urge going because he's just been locked
Pent
up.
man. Yeah.
He's been locked up.
I
And
really.
he saw something large, and she must have been, so much woman
Dude,
still
Yeah, man.
that he couldn't resist.
You should have been out there acting like a hippo and whatnot. It wouldn't have happened.
I gotta say, shout out to this lady though. Congratulations on. First of all, glad you made it out of there.
Yeah,
but,
I mean that's pretty smart. It's kind of nasty
I don't
to talk
know.
about, but
If I would have been able to
To
do it or even
foot
thought
job a
about
hippo?
it,
No,
I
no.
might have just got killed. I don't know if I could have handled the skill. I wouldn't have
she
the
was
skill.
prepared for it. You know what? This one
Foot job.
is this one me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, boys,
how high
we
was
got
she?
3 of them.
I don't think-
Who's the
Well,
highest?
I went ecstasy with dick
Oh, yeah,
enhancement pills.
ecstasy.
Like,
Oh,
she-
yeah.
like
I
hippo
jumped the
snorting.
gun. I'm sorry,
It's
boys.
okay. I
Yeah,
think
we pick a winner now. We're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do a bracket of how high.
yeah, we've been working on it.
Brought to
Between the
you.
3, who you got? I'm kind of leaning towards the hippo right now.
I'm kind of leaning towards the hippo too.
I think Florida man is just an angry man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sober.
one was
sober.
the Santa guy. That's his trend.
Oh no, the guy that tried to suck his own dick. Yeah,
That
he's pretty high.
guy, I just feel like he's trying to beat the game. He's trying to. He's like, you
That's
know
a
what?
cheat code.
I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I
Up,
don't,
down, left, right.
Yeah, I don't need friends.
It's just Game Shark.
Yeah, just-
Oh, now I can just suck my own penis.
So yeah, I think
So
the
the
hippo
hippo,
wins this one. That's not what I thought would happen. there,
MDMA,
but,
MDMA hippo.
yeah, way to go, ecstasy hippo.
Yeah.
Mistaken of identity.
You will be on our playoff bracket for the
Hippo. If we win, if you win Hippo, you need to take your fake savings or your prize money and go to Mexico where they don't judge you for
Yeah,
crossbreeding.
yeah.
love.
Put on a nice hippo show.
Yeah,
and maybe buy that lady a nice gift.
yeah, kind of
Sorry.
my bad.
Yeah,
At least the thank you basket.
some fruit that's
Um,
busted wide open.
folks, we've got not one,
Gallagher DVD.
a doubleheader movie trailer review. We have a
triple header.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna say
that.
there was a secret.
Oh, I blew it.
I wrote it in bold. The whole thing's like, it's okay.
I
it's
felt
okay.
pinned down by Hippo, so there's much to work with my face.
Let's just pretend it never happened, folks. We've got a doubleheader movie trailer.
Two
for you.
trailers?
Two trailers.
What?
Yeah, Marvel dropped 2 of them. We're gonna do both of them. We've got Avengers Endgame and Captain Marvel. Who wants to start? Which one would we like to
Captain Marvel
start?
came out
Captain
first.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a week earlier, like Monday, and then the other one came out Friday, I think.
She looks super powerful.
That was my biggest takeaway. That scene in there, they show her going into space, and she says, "I'll stop the war," which is between the. I don't want to get into that.
She won't join it. She'll end
the
it.
Krees and the Skrulls.
Yeah, aliens.
But she looks super OP. She goes in there and just starts blasting the hell out of everything. Looks like she's not even trying. Like Iron Man times 10. Like just blasted things. She doesn't need a missile. It just comes out of her hand.
It was pretty crazy. I'm like, she's got to be in the ending fight scene, and with Thanos, I would imagine.
Yeah, she's
right?
going to be a big player because there's not a lot of other players left.
I mean, the only person I could think that can match her power, and he maybe can't even, is Thor. Just from what we saw on the trailer right now.
Talking about like Odin Force Thor, like
Just that's as far as
If he
the
had
cast.
gone for the
Maybe
neck,
Hulk.
None of this would have
Hulk
happened.
and Thor.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
kind
should
of
have aimed
Thor's
for the
fault.
head.
Kind of Thor's fault. Or just cut his whole damn arm off.
Or Star-Lord, too. You know, there's a lot of people you can blame.
Star-Lord was a good.
A lot of people.
There was
that could be
Star-Lord
blamed.
more, I think, than Thor, because at least Thor came up with a backup plan.
He tried.
Another cool thing is you get to see that this is the Skrulls. The previous one, they kind of hinted at it with that old lady that she slapped, and people kind of, were like, she wouldn't just punch old lady.
An old lady.
And then they show that old lady, like, fighting back and ninja flip. And then they show the Skrulls, and they say the word Skrulls. So, yeah, that's pretty obvious.
So you know. Yeah.
And Ronin's going to be in it. Now, I do hope Ronin's cooler this time. I think the only down thing about Guardians...
Is this before he got...
Yeah, he's not dead. This is like, they're taking it back, because she falls into a blockbuster.
Right. Yeah, you see a blockbuster, so you know
this
is
and Nick Fury's like innocent, nice, and has 2 eyes.
I was going to say, the 2 eyes, you know, that's a big
giveaway.
He's got a big role in this one.
So, now that the Skrulls are here, I do want to say, who do you think is a Skrull? Because all they do is shapeshift and, like, replace people.
I hope Black Widow, so they can get her out of the movies.
And to make the movie of hers coming up more interesting, because I don't care otherwise.
Right, exactly.
I don't really care at all.
Because it would have to be at least one of them, right? You would think.
And my other road card is Hawkeye's wife.
Oh.
What if she turns to one and then kills the babies? It was like, ha ha ha.
Hawkeye does look kind of
I was
crazy.
gonna say, he looks a little haggard.
Well, that's what, I think I can.
And this is the Captain Marvel trailer.
We have to wait a little bit, but he does make an appearance in the other trailer.
Okay.
Can't like Captain Marvel like throw like a sun or some shit? Didn't she do that in the game?
It looked like she could do anything she wanted to.
Like cosmic energy type powers. The Krees enhanced her.
It looks very interesting. I'm not sure when this comes out. It comes out next year. I believe it comes out before Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out. I messed that part up. I usually do.
Not long. It's in a few months.
It's coming out pretty soon. You can ask Alexa. She'll tell your ass.
We can't, but Alexa can.
But yeah, my takes were the fight looks awesome. She looks like just for the fight scenes. I'm gonna go theaters and see it because I want to see that in the big screen.
Yeah.
Ronan again. I hope he's a little scarier. He just never was really imposing to me. Like if he was more imposing, I think Guardians of the Galaxy might be the best Marvel. But,
yeah, because he was kind of like almost neutral, like not like
he was just a bridge.
He was
to
just
Thanos.
yeah, exactly. He was strong, but they never really showed like.
He attempted to talk shit to Thanos. It just never really
But I'm
worked
very
out.
excited. What's your excitement level out of
5 asteroids?
89. No, out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 5. Like I'm 4.5. I'm not excited for it as I am the next one.
Yeah.
Game.
Because that's cool.
Yeah, I would have it very highly rated.
But 4.5.
It's tough. Yeah, 4.5. I go with that definitely. Yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, it just kind of looks like the Marvel Superman.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. There's going to be some sort of weird glitch to it. I'm not super familiar with Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm actually more familiar with Captain Marvel when she was a male.
When she's a dude, yeah.
So But we're not going to get into all that. That's a way off road we will travel.
Instead, we're going to travel to the Avengers Endgame trailer. Endgame.
And now, when you watch Infinity War, you get that Peter Griffin moment where Doctor Strange is like, I'm sorry, Tony. We're in the Endgame now. Oh, he said it.
First question. Why does Tony Stark have a regular old-ass helmet at the very beginning of this trailer? He's been using nanotech for a while.
You said this to me this morning, and I did not think of that. Like, as much, I watched this thing like 5 times, that never crossed my mind.
You can't just keep that in his back pocket.
Nah, I think it's big as shit.
Yeah, it didn't just form, but he's like, just form right here and stay.
Because it's not his ship, Sam.
No.
Maybe he made it. He's been who knows how long he's been hanging out that ship.
Okay. Yep. Damn it.
He might want him to leave one last message, and he wanted her to know it would be him, so he made it look like Iron Man.
My question is, like, if it was, like, he's gonna get found or whatever. He's not gonna die.
I hope we all saw the trailer. It shows Tony Stark kind of just by himself, saying he's running out of oxygen and food, and then a bunch of sad other superheroes.
Yeah. 50% of
pretty much it.
Balance
the population.
Yeah.
I think everywhere, right?
Balance.
Not just Earth.
All living.
Everything. 50%.
There's half the cows now.
If you were a cow farmer and you had 100 cows, you
got 50.
Half the milk.
Well, would 50% of your cows be gone, or would just 50% all the cows be gone?
Yeah, there's a chance that you might
keep 100% of your cows. Yeah,
it's 50% every time.
It's up to our great Lord and Savior Thanos.
Thanos be praised.
I don't question those
things. Nothing wrong.
Whichever way it came out was fine.
Yeah,
he blessed us. We're all here.
Yeah, we didn't get dusted. And we're sorry if you have relatives that got dusted.
Yeah, we
in
apologize.
The balancing.
But okay, from the also things I saw in the trailer, we're gonna get into the fact that we were talking about Hawkeye looking brooding.
Sad.
Hawkeye has become. This was a big theory that was going out there. He's become a character named Ronin, which means like the samurai way, like has no master. He actually does that in the comics. He kind of loses his bow and just becomes an assassin for a little bit.
Because he had a sword in the trailer.
Yeah, and he looks like he cleaned it off, like he just murdered somebody. So either his wife got dusted. I like more that she turned into a Skrull and then murdered his children. Way more, like I'd be way more mad and want to go murder people off that than the dust.
Like that was the long con, like his wife was there
like she was there to get information from him because he was in Avengers and in S.H.I.E.L.D.
But then they wouldn't have been able to have kids though. But I guess it
maybe.
Got her
my understanding
she got him after. She turned her.
My understanding is that they can adopt their like anatomy.
Whoa.
Yeah, so she could. So I also the ninja suit's cool. There are other people in the Marvel Universe who get to do that, so I'm interested if that'll become a continuous thing.
Like going rogue?
Yeah, they all like take up that mantle.
Oh, that's cool.
Captain America's wearing Stars and Stripes again. Yay, America. He was wearing just kind of black on black.
Yeah.
Now he's back. And the really only, it's a short trailer, it's the first one. The only real big plot twist they showed was Ant-Man in that van. Showing up at the end to Captain America. Because that van, if you spoiler watch the end of Ant-Man, was where they put his new the device that allowed him to go real tiny into that weird crazy world that he saved.
Yep.
And that the wife, that before she got dusted, Hank Pym's wife said, something about be careful, don't fall into a trap, vortex, portal.
Black hole.
Something. Yeah. And so now, we thought that everyone debated the time stone would be the answer. Maybe Ant-Man's the answer. I mean, that's a big, because he kind of feels not that relevant right now in the Marvel Universe. It's a nice way to make him relevant. Like, he might be one of the big heroes, kind of.
It certainly kind of looked like it was building up that way in the trailer. I didn't see Hulk. Did anybody see Hulk?
No.
I don't think so.
They have the whole original Avengers cast is still alive. So you gotta imagine Hulk's out there somewhere still. And he should make an appearance at some point. But,
feeding into the time travel rumor is that Captain America was staring at his locket again of old Boo thing. The only other thing I could figure is he did that right before he suicided himself. And there is a part where he was like, if this doesn't work, I don't know what else to do. Maybe if it doesn't work, he suicides himself again.
History repeats.
Yeah. But it also might mean he's going to time travel. he's gonna go back and see her. That's why he's in there thinking about it. So let the rumor mill begin. But I'm intrigued.
Yeah, a lot of options.
5 out of 5 hype train. Chew.
I agree.
Chew. I am on that.
I agree. Marvel. It's gonna be a fun year next year. Moving on. Just kidding. We've got a triple play trailer movie.
Whoa,
review.
you got us. 3.
This one is not a Marvel movie, but it is. I'd say an anti-hero movie. I believe Sony is releasing this Brightburn.
James Gunn produced.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, James Gunn produced. It is the story of Clark Kent if he was deranged as fuck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A little upset.
And, like,
Elizabeth
A
Banks
serial
is in
killer.
it. She's the mom, but essentially, yeah, looks like he turns into a little serial killer and horror movie swag.
oh yeah, definitely.
I almost think that they're gonna bait us and switch us. I think that the trailer showed like the end.
Most of the action.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be great, but I don't think it's gonna be as cool as the trailer makes it seem.
I am on the hype train.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm in the back of the train. I'm worried. I got one foot like trying, like I might jump off this thing.
Yeah.
Because I am
Tuck
a
and
little
roll.
worried. But I support the expansion of the superhero genre because, there's
definitely.
no way you can just slam out superhero action, and just continue for another 100 years. But
Disney got it.
you might be able to if you kind of expand a little bit.
Yeah.
Throw us
Some
a little-
villains out
Get
there.
some horror, bring some Spawn
Yeah,
back.
man.
Bring some.
Yes.
They
Spawn.
were going to do that
Yes.
New Mutants one, but I think that was a bad look. I don't know if they're still doing it. But yeah, I'm excited. Real excited. I'm still on that train.
It looks pretty cool.
One chew.
Yeah.
One chew.
Yeah, this is chew. I'm real excited though. Like I feel like I'm undermining it a little bit now, but I'm not. Like he wears that cape around his face too.
He's
It's
got
just like
ski
a
mask
sheet
on.
or something. Yeah, it's real kind of
All the powers of Superman.
Yeah, literally, and his story.
None of them are used for good.
none of them.
Well, he's a kid. He's
I'm
like a,
very pumped. I will give this a 5 too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that excited.
I am.
I'm just a little. I'm like him. I'm worried
I'm
about.
in the middle. I'm 3.
Oh,
when I hear James Gunn, I'm like,
I know.
He's
I know.
gonna make it work.
that's one of the things. Yeah, I feel he'll come
I
through.
feel it in my heart.
So Trent has the least hype, but
Yeah. Because I'm just worried they're going to flim-flam us.
speaking of Trent's opinion,
Oh, man.
it's Trent's lock of the week. Lock of the week.
Now,
What you got?
before you get
Oh,
into
yeah,
your
no,
lock,
yeah.
I come before you as a humble man. Yes.
No longer a god.
Yeah, I'm now a mere mortal, but I also want to say that I blame Loso here entirely.
Let's
Because
explain. You were on a win streak.
A good one.
Trent
A
knows
nice
nothing
one.
about sports, and
Not
he's been
shit.
picking games. He even got Tennessee over the Patriots, which we laughed at.
Yeah.
But
So,
last
I think-
week he went Pirates over
Priest.
Priest,
Yeah.
which was the Buccaneers
And
over
the
the Saints, and it looked alright for like a quarter.
Yeah,
It looked alright
yeah,
till
yeah.
halftime.
There was a
There was a
time.
half.
There was a time.
Nah, it was like 3 to 14 at halftime, and Keezy was like, "Oh, it looks like your pick's gonna work." Dun dun dun. And they scored no more points. It was just 14 to like 30 something. Some bullshit.
Well, good thing I don't believe in jinxes.
Oh, it is good.
And I'm excited for your lock this week. Young
Are you?
Trenton. Let's get you back on
They,
track.
they
All
didn't cover the spread either, just so we all know. We lost.
Yeah, hard.
All the money
All
that
of it.
we were building up.
We're gonna buy a
rebuild.
studio, but
But yeah,
Yeah, but it's
we
all my
lost
fault.
all $10,000 of it
yeah, it's definitely what
bad
we
pick.
bet.
yesterday.
One bad pick.
I mean, a week ago.
We've got one measly dollar left here, young Trenton, and we're gonna
yeah.
put it on your lock.
Put it on
Alright.
this lock so we can rebuild.
Who do we have?
This week we have the Jets and the Packers. And my money is on the Jets because they are Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the Rogue. They don't have any mascot. It's crazy. It's like they picked the name and then they were like, we can't figure out how to make a jet into something that can go out
A
on the
jet
field.
with legs. That's
yeah,
why.
that'd be awesome. Dude, there's a head with legs. They can do a jet with legs. Or just have like a
How creepy would the jet with legs look?
no, man,
though?
just have a drone guy get in there and fly it through the stadium, fly it
Pretty
around.
creepy.
That'd be sweet.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have jets fly by every time.
So you're saying
Yeah,
it should be
just keep it
a drone mascot?
A jet drone, something like that. Yeah.
Drone
VTOL maybe.
He
I don't know.
snuck drone talk in
Yeah,
here.
and you can't cut me off on that
We
one.
are
Oh,
so
well done.
sorry.
Yeah, but
right.
the Packers, I learned through Fatthew here were actually from an Indian packing company, so they were actually legitly packers.
Yeah,
and,
they're workers.
I don't think that some Amazon guys are going to be able to take on America's jets. They got Hellfire missiles and such.
It now means just kind of workers.
I'm going with Amazon guys that pull boxes and scan. Boop.
Because I had the opinion, what if the workers stopped making jet and stuff?
They don't make jet stuff. They just make boxes or something. They're packers, man.
Yeah, they're just putting it in the box.
If they're not packing, someone else will pack.
Shipping it for someone to make the jets.
Jeff Bezos would love that. Then he'll take over with his Amazon and absorb them all. We will all be Bezoed.
All right, so
there's the lock. Jets
Join the
over
Prime.
Packers. If you lost all your money last week,
blame Loso.
just get $1.
Get $1. We'll bounce back.
We're gonna build this
We're
back.
gonna do it.
We're gonna move on to our little.
I don't hate the pick though.
You don't hate it?
I don't hate.
You don't hate this one this week?
No, I don't
Not
hate
bad.
it as much. I think the Packers though. I think Aaron Rodgers is balling out because he's trying to show that he's better without Old McCarthy. But Jets have looked
Yes,
alright.
the Beatles singer.
Yeah, definitely. They've recently divorced. Starting rumor mill. Aaron Rodgers.
You know what? I don't think it's a bad pick either. The Packers, the Jets are bad, but the Packers really
They're
haven't
not
looked that
great. And the Jets
great.
have looked a little better.
I'm sure the Packers will be favored. The Jets just keep it kind of
Yeah,
close.
that's what I'm saying. They might. That spread might be all right. I didn't look into
Worried
it.
about the pass defense versus Rodgers, but we'll see.
Less homework.
We're gonna win it, folks. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, we're about to make $2.
I can't wait until we bet on weird stuff like dodgeball or something.
Oh, me
When we
too.
run out of
Well, just go to
sports.
mybookie.com. You can bet on anything that you'd like to.
Yeah, and
Free
you should,
promo
and you should
code.
also go ahead and let's put in the free promo code. Not shit.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Folks, we're gonna move it to the Christmas segment of our pod. We're bringing an old Yeller back as far as
Christmas tradition.
Christmas style, Christmas
Yeah,
tradition,
it's the Christmas old Yeller.
Christmas traditions that need to die. We'll start with you.
Yeah, who wants to
Trenton.
start? Trey, want to start?
I guess so. Yeah, I think mine kind of falls in tide with the way that I am, and it's seeing family members. I think a lot of them are a waste of time, and just because I'm related, I don't have to see you. You know.
So wait, do you mean seeing them like a lot? You see them a lot during the holidays. You just mean?
Oh, in general, yeah,
Just
that
at
would
all.
be good. Yeah, because I mean, it falls into the other holidays. It bleeds through.
Oh yes, you're just
Yeah.
eliminating seeing.
Balance.
You're just gonna kill seeing your family.
Balance.
man.
Most of them, like
You want Thanos to snap your whole family.
no.
Yeah,
the little
I
ones.
just
are
got
okay.
an email from DTS HR. I
Yeah,
need to see you about that life insurance policy you took out on your parents.
yeah, exactly.
A couple of issues with the signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something-
they all look the same.
It seems real large. We didn't know you.
Okay.
No, man, not all of them. Just like balance.
Most of them.
Okay, I can say
Knock out 60% of them.
ones that you really only see.
All right. Young Trenton took
Yeah.
out his family.
Yeah, murder.
I'm taking out caroling.
Special victim. Caroling
I've never gone caroling.
doesn't seem fun.
I've seen it in movies.
Yeah,
Maybe
do
I've
people
seen
even do
it.
it.
No,
Really?
I feel like
think
it's a
so.
good way.
I did it one time at like my church, but all we did was go to people we knew in the church. It's not really
Yeah.
door to door.
Dude, someone showed up
It's
on my
big
door.
in
I'd be
movies,
pissed.
like those 80s and 90s movies. And
Yeah, nobody seemed to
those
enjoy
Christmas, Yeah.
No.
like-
it.
If
Nobody
you go to
Why are you not
festivals, every now and then you'll see someone like a group of 4 standing somewhere. That's it.
if 10 people knock on my door right now and start singing in my front
We'll
yard,
close it.
Dude, yeah, get out of here. Leave me
I'm calling the
alone.
cops.
Get off my lawn.
You waste your time.
Yeah. Smash door.
All right.
so it's dead.
It's
Caroling.
dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of mistletoe. I actually want to say
Oh.
first of all,
But how am I gonna get my kisses, fat?
we all know what mistletoe is. It hangs up in your house, usually under a doorway. If you come, you gotta give kisses and loves to get out under it.
Yeah.
First of all, I have moved under that thing fine with no penalty my whole life. It's a lie. I've never had to get locked down for any reason.
Because of some mistletoe?
Yeah. And second, I don't want to be kissed by like 98% of you people. It's creepy. Like even in your family household, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta kiss Dad. You gotta come over here and kiss me so I can move.
Let's
You know what I'm
smooch
saying?
it
It's
on up.
weird. It's just too much. Like I don't
Alright.
want to kiss my brother. Weird.
Nice guy.
We need
but-
to murder it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll give one of those bro side hugs anytime. Come see me for a bro side hug.
All right, we're gonna round them all up together real quick, and we're gonna take them back.
Yeah, make sure you put Trent's family out.
Put them right in front.
Trent's family caroling mistletoe, taking out behind the shed.
Family. All right, the new segment for our Christmas pod, specifically for our Christmas pod, the DTS. I guess crew now? Squad. The DTS squad accidentally killed Santa Claus, just like in Tim Allen's Santa Claus movie.
Yep.
But we also somehow managed to kill the reindeer. Now we each get to pick our own reindeer, because there's 9, we're including Rudolph. So we get to pick 3 each. It can be anyone. Pop culture, real person, animal, whatever you're feeling. I'll throw out an example real quick here. I picked one of my reindeer to be Han Solo. You know, best reindeer for piloting in the whole damn galaxy.
Don't tell nods.
Yeah. Now, he's just going to be an older one because new Han Solos don't do as well.
I would say Harrison Ford Solo, right?
Old Han Solo. No young Han Solo over here. So my first reindeer latching up to the sleigh, I guess, is Han Solo.
Is that your Rudolph? Is that
No.
Okay.
I have a Rudolph.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold.
I got some reindeer, and I guess I'm really kind of taking over the gift distribution side, I should say.
We need someone.
Yeah,
Like
so
the elf.
I've got a few guys that I think are going to help out here.
All right.
One, Steph Curry. He's going to be one of my reindeer, and I'll tell you why. Because he's going to get the gift, and he's just going to shoot it straight into the chimney. Swish. And he's going to have his partner, Nightcrawler.
Oh, man.
Steph Curry's going to shoot a present straight through the chimney. Nightcrawler's going to teleport him down underneath the chimney. He's going to catch the present, turn around, put it under the tree.
Oh, alley-oop.
And then he's going to munch on some of Aisha Curry's homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, the best. Buy them now at your local Target. This makes me think, though, that Curry has like his own superpower. And I literally kind of imagine him shooting like a trampoline into a chimney, and it managed to like shrink up and go down. Just because
I think so, yeah, definitely.
That's like his mutant power. If it just makes anything fit into the hole.
Yeah. I like it. I'm in. And then I just got The Rock. He's my third guy.
Solid.
Super strong, but really, I mean,
protection.
It's my battery mate. We're just gonna probably hang out. You know.
I mean, he can't
whatever The Rock wants to do, I'm not gonna say
he
no.
could carry the sleigh on his neck muscle.
Yeah.
Just his neck muscle. Just that big neck part.
I like that you picked The Rock there, Loso, because we can make this Christmas a little faster, maybe a little more furious.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not. We're talking about the best movie franchise ever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we don't even have to say which one it is.
Yeah, you did.
Exactly.
We all know.
My reindeer. We're gonna get one Vin Diesel. Yeah, yeah, and
Dom Toretto.
Yeah, exactly.
No one likes the tuna.
No one likes the tuna. We're gonna get
That was actually,
as you mentioned, Brian. We're also gonna get the ghost of Paul Walker and Luda. And this Christmas is gonna be Too Fast and Too Furious. And I think it's gonna be dope.
And Luda will make sure everyone moves out the way.
Get out the way, bitch.
I
like that.
And I think we were talking about it. Han Solo is going to be like the long distance.
Yeah, like
pilot.
You gotta get in the air, but
Vin Diesel, man,
Toretto.
He's going to be the house to house. He's going to be navigating through.
He'll always win, whether it's by an inch or
Christmas is about family, and if there's one thing that Vin Diesel loves, it's family. For family.
Yeah. Deep, gritty cartoon voices.
We're gonna get these presents. Brian.
So I got 2 more, I guess. Y'all went in and spilled all y'all.
That's right.
So I thought we might, just for the launch, we might need a good start, a good kick start. Good kickstart. So I brought back Kareem Punt.
Yeah, they got it.
Kareem Punt.
Excellent.
Is going to be our...
Yeah, now get out there and kick the
that's how we get out there. We just got boom. So Kareem Punt is going to be one of mine. And then my nominated for Rudolph, the leader of the team, to guide us, pod favorite, and just great American hero, Big Dick Cheney.
Oh, Big Dick, BDC.
I mean, if anybody can lead this squad of ragtag heroes.
Yeah, it's definitely Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
He broke all the rules.
He'll make sure that the punts go in the right place.
Strong leadership skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows how to get what he wants, so he could definitely get us to where
He'll
we need to go.
lead
and
with
want to go.
a red-nosed shotgun.
Yeah, get in his
Oh,
way and see what
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
He'll shoot you and make you apologize to him on TV.
So our
Don't change lanes.
to
Change.
sum up the DGS Santa Claus movie, we are now all Santas with Toretto. Vin
Basically,
Diesel.
like the whole Fast
and Furious squad with Luna
exactly.
screaming, "Get out of my way!" and Ghost Paul Walker.
Yeah. Steph Curry and
Steph Curry
Nightcrawler
delivering
distribute
baskets,
gifts.
yeah, with everybody partying with The Rock.
Yeah, whatever he
Wow.
wants to do.
Long
He's The Rock.
distance travel Han Solo kickstarts from Kareem Punt, and led by the great Big Dick Cheney.
Sounds solid.
yeah.
God,
That's a Christmas dream team.
that's a miracle right
Yeah.
there.
We need to get a script for this.
So all the
Dude,
good
yeah.
night, you
Sell it
know.
to Disney.
This might have to go to
Sony?
Uh,
Sony will take
Sony.
it. Sony will take
Yeah,
anything. Okay.
DreamWorks.
Netflix.
Right,
Yeah.
this
Yeah, we just need to go to Netflix.
Here's $200. Get out there, guys.
green light. Okay, we're moving on. We got PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Mm.
New games.
We had a
For
couple
December.
of games for December.
Yes.
Yeah, the Christmas edition PlayStation Plus games. We had 2 games. We'll talk about the first one just because I think this one's going to be pretty quick.
Yeah.
Soma. Did anyone play it?
Yeah.
I played it an hour.
Wow.
I didn't.
It is a horror survival sneak. Meh.
I would take the survival part out. It's not really fighting back. You're just hiding. It's like hide and seek.
Pretty much, yeah. It's got like a heavy rain feel mixed
Definitely.
with like a knockoff Dead Space kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
The villains, the enemies. I ran into one. I didn't get too far, but wasn't really anything impressive. I had to just kind of crawl around them and hang out in the corner. Horror games aren't
Sounds
really
miserable.
my forte
Yeah, it's
either.
boring.
If you're into that, I guess I'm gonna give this game like a 3.5, 4 maybe.
Like 2.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't play it.
Yeah.
I saw it was a horror game, no weapons, and I scared myself in real life.
It's really not that scary.
And it
Like,
looked boring.
yeah, it's like those old click and point adventure games,
No.
but you're just walking around instead. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
all those are, is an evolution of
I'm
that.
not a huge horror
definitely-
genre guy.
It definitely has the creepy vibe to it,
Yeah.
like
In video
random
games.
clinging noises, all kinds of just
Drippy sounds and stuff.
yeah. Which
Dripping on them.
not
Drip.
my
Drip,
oh yeah.
Drip, drip, drip.
This game has no drip though. No drip here. We're 3.5. Lower? You want to go lower?
I go with 3.5, man. It's somebody, Steve. Somebody likes it.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah. I'm not,
popular
if
game.
you like this type of game, I'm sure you'd
Yeah.
enjoy it. We just
It did well
We
for a
don't.
little bit, but mediocre.
Have
Well.
decent reviews online.
Yeah.
From what
I
I
just don't-
so if you're into the genre, I think you'd like it. I mean, shit, it's a free game.
Yeah.
For us though, we not so much.
No.
Delete.
But this next game, Onrush,
Not bad.
kind of liked it.
Into it.
Yeah, it's a racing game where the finish line isn't as important.
It's
as,
more an objective game than a racing game. You just happen to be traveling on a track. Because
I
there's
like
not really
that.
much racing to it at all.
That's a good
a
point.
mayhem vehicle obstacle course.
Yeah, like Burnout. But
You
not
knew it
as
was a
good.
game that you had cars. There's like 2 game modes. When is there a third one?
No. There's a bunch. Me and we played it last night, and there was like one where there's like you capture a like King of the Hill style.
Yeah, there's like a
thing.
capture the flag kind of a zone.
There was one where you had
Uh,
switches. I don't know. It just was giving us the same one over and over again because we just did the gate running thing.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Nah,
I mean, it was
there's-
not horrible. I enjoyed it.
Nah, there was even one where you actually the goal was to take people out. And you had a certain number of switches.
But basically, to describe it, you are set in a scene like it is almost like a race, but the intention is not that you have to get in first place, but complete the objective, which was there was a capture the zone. There
Spin
was
boost.
just do a lot of boosts and turbo. Whoever does the most
Yeah.
for the team wins. Destruction was one, I believe.
take out switch.
Take
out
out a bunch of cars.
King of the Hill.
There's a pretty decent selection
Like
of
5.
vehicles.
Yeah,
There's 2 or 3 motorcycles. There's a few different I
think there's 8.
Dungies or what do you
Yeah.
bungies.
Dune buggies.
So
Yeah,
were
there
you
we go.
able to select these, or was it still just whatever it wanted to do for you?
each race, like on one of them, everybody started out on a motorcycle, and then like as you got knocked out, it would give you access to the other ones.
Well, I mean, like when me and you were doing it, we had like it was like you have to do this game one. Did y'all figure out how to just?
Oh no, it was still random.
See, I like it with the menu work and like
they have quick play blocked out. That's why you have to do ranks.
And that's kind of bad. While it's like free. I mean, I wanted to try everything out. Me and you were forced to do offline. Do like these same ones for like kind of repeat.
Yeah,
for a
the offline
bit.
only gave you those 2 game modes. It was weird, but we definitely played last night and had like 4 or 5 game modes.
Yeah, I enjoyed when it was just kind of going through the game modes. It gave you access to a lot of the vehicles.
Yeah.
I still would give it a high rating. It's a free 6 game. Or 7, yeah, out of 10, I might give it a 7. Free download, couple of hours with your buddies. I mean, that's what you're looking for there.
Yeah, it's got loot crates, but you don't have to buy them or
just
pay
run
to
over
open
them.
Yeah.
Online servers are kind of shitty.
Yeah, I got kicked out.
It is a free game, so.
I didn't deal with that, so that's why I'm going to 7. I mean, I might.
What's funny is that if you go on the PlayStation Store, they are trying to sell something with that game for $75.
That's a joke.
Whew.
I think that's kind of the model for a lot of these games, though.
Gross.
Fortnite had it. Like, all these games that come out for free have the
seasons
edition
and stuff.
Bundle or the day one package or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd be getting. Just skins.
Probably, yeah.
Gross.
But yes, I'd say 7 is a fair number. I was at 6.5. But you could talk me into a 7.
For 7, you better let me quick play.
I would want to. I like this with the group, though. Definitely. Yeah. I'd rather. If I was by myself, I wouldn't play it.
No.
3 or 4 guys, 4 gals, dudes, dudettes.
Me too. It's cool.
So Onrush, I'd say was best game we've seen in a few months. Pretty close.
Considering that I can't remember any of the other ones other than like
I know
Yakuza
was really bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like September they gave us Dead by Daylight, and that was probably the last. Like I know that we didn't really play that one, but that was one of the last good.
I deleted that game. Never played it.
It's because that fucking Freddy versus or whatever game looked bad tasting.
Yeah, that was a good call on that one. So yeah, we'll just say definitely it's the highest game we've ever.
It was very playable.
Reviewed.
Like
Rocket Birds got a 6.5, didn't it? We should bump this to a solid 7.
I was saying the Rocket Birds was probably the other one that I thought was. I like this one, Rocket Birds, though.
I was gonna say I don't think I'll probably go back to Rocket Birds. I'll play this again.
I would see it like something like, "Hey, we want to do this for hours," but it'd be like, "Hey, let's take a break from
Rocket League."
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto, the other things we play, and drop into this for a minute.
Speaking of which, Grand Theft Auto put out an update that was pretty awesome. I know it's not.
Not on the pod. We're gonna talk about it real fast.
I'm just saying real quick. Yeah.
Arena War.
Right before your final your take.
Good.
Let's tell me about the Arena War.
It's like
because we all Arena War. Right. Did you not Arena War?
No, I fucked them over last night.
And we had an arrangement.
Yeah, my mic kept dying and stuff.
No,
I'm a bad friend.
It was JVP.
Yeah, piece of shit. If you're listening, you're a piece of shit, JVP.
We're not going to go too far down this rabbit hole. But JVP is a terrible friend.
Cost me $1 million in Grand Theft Auto.
We've got our final takes.
We're working on the name. On it. Hot in the streets, whatever your personal corner.
Finisher.
That's pretty good.
Fatality.
Yeah.
It's our own fatality. Don't sue us.
What you got?
Don't sue us.
Who wants to start? Anybody?
I mean, I'll go up, man, because I'm throwing a curveball. You don't know where I'm coming from.
Oh, perfect. Then I'll go. I have. I've got college football players skipping bowl games. A lot of the bigger name guys that are going to be a high draft pick are skipping their bowl games. Especially guys that aren't in a championship game.
Right.
I mean, I've seen different sides of it as far as people complaining about it, but if I am a college athlete and I'm not getting paid to play college football and I am about to get paid to play football, I am not playing that bowl game either. Thank you. I hope I still get the gift card to go shopping, but it doesn't really matter because I'm about to get paid in a few months. So
I was worried you'd go the wrong way here. I'm glad you
absolutely not.
Because it also was the effect of us getting the thing. As college football fans, we wanted a playoff system. Yeah. And so now that it's actually in place, all of these other bowl games that we've been living off of for years don't really matter. They're just there for fluff and for us, our teams, to have something to parade out and go do.
So it's so they can make money.
Yeah. And so I don't blame, like you said, a player, especially if you're maybe not necessarily a number one overall, if you've had prior injuries. I mean, we've seen it happen. Guys go out and get hurt, and then their whole career's done.
Crazy idea, though. If college wanted to fix this and get these players to play these games, is
pay them.
Yeah, how about that?
Give them some money.
Hey, you play in the bowl game here. You get $100,000 bonus.
That's probably a lot.
That's a lot.
You might get like $20K out of all this money.
I mean, it's a $1 billion corporation that doesn't pay these kids anything.
Yeah, but the bonus the schools get is usually like, especially for smaller ones, would be like $200K. You can't give. That's what I'm saying. But tell that guy that may or may not be like a 4th or 5th rounder, to tell him, hey man, I'll give you $20,000 if you come out here and play this game, and then if you don't get drafted, at least you've got some money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You may not still, get the top guys might still not show up, but those guys that are in between will stay around to make a little bit of money. Who says no to $20,000 and one last game with your homies?
I can see that for some of the guys, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's really the only thing I can think. If you want these guys to risk their careers where they have a chance to make a substantial amount of money, offer them some sort of compensation. Who's up? Who's got their take?
I'll do it.
Finisher.
My fatality. A 600-pound man in Florida was released recently after a plea deal was made because he was too expensive to keep incarcerated due to his weight. Now, he was in jail due to tons upon tons of petty theft. But he would eat it all. It was like he'd eat like $50 worth of beef jerky, and then like the last piece he'd be like, "Ooh, this is molded," and give me my money back. I also had him like, they said like in a 20-minute sitting, he took like 5 milkshakes, and the last one was like, "Oh, there's a hair in this. Give me my money back." They did it over and over and over until they charged him for petty theft.
Like in a restaurant?
Yeah, he did it at different places.
Yeah. 7-Eleven. It was one of his spots.
$50 worth of beef jerky?
That's a lot
and you're still in the store?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking crazy.
I'm just standing there and eating.
That's what I imagine.
I've eaten one bag of beef jerky. It's not cheap, and yes, if you get through half a bag of beef jerky, you're getting lockjaw. I don't know how you get through $50 worth of beef jerky.
Work.
And it was at 7-Eleven, so it wasn't like it was fancy beef jerky. And
the strongest muscle in this man's body is that jaw. Let's go on.
The chomp.
But the important thing is that now, if you really want to get out of jail, especially petty stuff, you just gotta get fat.
Super fat.
This is going to change the game. There's no longer going to be like free little Scott shirts that'll be like fatten up little Scott shirts. Just out in the streets. Like fatten up little Scotty.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anybody steals that idea, just give me $1 shirt.
Stay out of jail, kids. Gain a lot of weight.
Gain a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And maybe, don't send everything back.
Fat people are hard to kidnap and incarcerate. Not hard to catch.
Yeah.
So Trent's got something.
Yeah, something. Who knows what it is
let's
now.
see. 2 weeks ago, he had no take.
That's not Joe.
2 pods ago, he had no take. Last pod, I think he had one. And now, we don't know what he has. He's got 1 or 2 or 3.
I've got, wild card.
I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be. Yeah, because I don't have any.
I
know, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
So, I think that you guys will be interested in this because your favorite musician, the one and only Soulja Boy, tell him.
Oh, Loso's favorite.
Yeah. So I think it's all our favorites, really. If you look deep inside you, I mean, Soulja Boy, tell him. You know what I'm saying? Can you crank that Soulja Boy, or does the Soulja Boy crank you?
When you went you, didn't everyone's head instantly do the little Superman arms?
Absolutely.
Well, Soulja Boy is, in fact, up in this hoe and is selling a game console. What kind of game console do you say? Oh, one of those yard sale, flea market, 1001 Chinese knockoff games. And what's the price of this? Oh, just a small $150 out of your pocket.
That's all.
That's it.
That's all.
That's all, man. You can get the Soulja Boy home system. Comes with 2 PlayStation 3 controller knockoffs. What? And you can also, if you're a man on the go, a man that needs portability, you can get the Soulja handheld.
Oh,
What? You.
so is it a lot like the Wii U?
It's a lot like the Wii U. A lot like the Wii U.
The Wii what?
If it was made by someone who didn't know what a video game was. And also on a website, which is SouljaWatch.com.
Nice.
You can
Wait, why isn't it Soulja Console or whatever? Why?
because he started with the Soulja Watch, which is a
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
retails for $49.99 smartwatch that you can get on sale right now for $19.99.
What? Dude, we should all invest.
I think so. Invest in Soulja Boy, yeah.
Soulja Boy watch. We should
Soulja
buy
Watch.
one and wear it for like.
You can get you some Soulja Buds, man. Some nice
$10.
earphones, $10. Yeah.
If you remember, this is kind of how he got hot to begin with, was misleading people by downloading his tracks. He'd name 50 Cent's new hot track.
Exactly.
He would name all his tracks, because this was when
LimeWire.
yeah, when you were just downloading torrents or whatever, and he would name all of his tracks like new Kanye West, new 50 Cent, new, not Drake, he wasn't out then, but
we get it.
right. And then you just hear it, be like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Then you just end up kind of listening to a couple tracks, and then all of a sudden this happens.
He's also
it's everywhere, by the way.
He's got a new console coming out that looks like an Xbox knockoff, another home console. Only $249.99. And it also looks like crap. People are getting them and starting to review them, and allegedly somebody done snitched on them to Nintendo. And Nintendo has started the paperwork to sue the shit out of him. Allegedly. You're gonna need a lawyer.
You're gonna need a lawyer.
Yeah.
Dude, if I have extra, someone gives me a gift card for Christmas, I'm getting a Soulja Watch.
Get you a Soulja Watch,
I'll
man.
let y'all know.
$19.99.
Yeah.
I'm sure it works great.
Definitely not Chinese as hell.
Yeah, I'm sure it's wonderful.
It's Soulja approved. Yo!
All right. I feel like that button was overplaying this.
A little bit.
So we're gonna move on to our quotes. Our quotes to live by. Oh, Trent doesn't have one. I
forgot about that.
Oh man. Well, so me and
I got a quote. And you should live by
one. All right.
Walk quietly, but carry a big stick. I don't know who said that. A president.
Roosevelt.
There we go.
I thought it was Winston Churchill.
Who knows? Who
Pretty
cares?
sure
Somebody
Roosevelt.
said it. Quoted.
Great. Well, maybe not American. Great.
Good Christmas
philosopher.
time.
Yeah.
Good Christmas time.
All right. That you want to go or you want me?
I'll go ahead. Okay. All right. Quote: if according to Kanye West, one good girl is worth 1,000 bitches, and if according to Lil Wayne, bitches come a dime a dozen, that means one good girl is worth $8.33 American U.S. currency. Reddit user Gator Dragon.
That's good, man.
I love the math.
From the great American classic, Home Alone 2. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas. Before we go, Trent, let's talk about
Get that
some
whoop
drones.
Oh, yeah? Some drone talk? I'm supposed to go fly some...
Just kidding, the Jonies. Peace out. Outro.
Excelsior.
Excelsior, motherfucker.